On the line, I have Jarrod Marshall from the Emerald Football Netball Club, ready to have a coach conversation. Thanks for joining us, Jarrod.
Thanks for having me.
Jarrod, first of all, let's have a little chat about your ankle. It's been playing up. You didn't play last game in that great win you had against Warburton Millgrove. So what's the story and how long you got?
So I heard it in the first quarter against Monbulk. I think it was about 5 minutes into the game, and I think he just got caught under a tackle and just stretched some of the ligaments. So I rested it last week, and then I'll rest it again this week. Won't train, and then hopefully be right for the Dubston game in a couple of weeks.
How stoked was the club to pick up that win?
Yeah, it was good to get the win. Under a bit of pressure for a lot of the game. Warby played really well. They played their ground really well, and it was a good old slog. Yeah, everyone was happy to get the win.
So, Jarrod, have you been able to put your finger on what's sort of gone wrong, or is it because you've lost a lot of players because it's a new group?
Yeah, I wouldn't say anything's gone wrong. It is a bit of a transition phase, I guess, with the new coaching staff, new players coming in and old players leaving. We do have a really young team, and probably the biggest thing is when it gets late in the games and gets congested, all the bigger bodies from the other teams seem to be able to just grind it out a bit better.
I've noticed, Jarrod, though, because I've spent a bit of time up there with you guys and with Jamie, and I've had a look, especially earlier in the season, and there definitely seems to be an improvement and a will, I suppose, to want to get better.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of talent, but means nothing if we don't work hard, so I think everyone realises that, and I think we have improved a lot since the start of the season.
So, mate, let's just go back to when you were a kid. Where did I ask this question all the time, but it's a good way of getting a good answer. Where did it all start for you? What's your story? How did you end up playing footy for Emerald?
Well, I started my juniors with Emerald in under-10s, so it would have been back in 2007. Before that, it was just enjoying going and watching my dad play at Hampton Park and Edith Aspendale.
How much of an influence has your dad had on you?
Oh, yeah, heaps. He's obviously coaching me at the moment. He coached me all through my juniors as well, so he's been the biggest influence on my football.
What about your mum? Did she sort of stand back and just let it go, or did she obviously support it in her own way?
Yeah, mum's been a big part of the club, all through juniors with different roles and having a role at the senior club this year as well, so she's always been really supportive of both of us and my younger brother. You've
taken time out to have this chat with us because it's at your lunch break. What is it you actually do for a crust, Jarrod?
I'm an apprentice joiner at the moment, but I'll finish up at the end of this week and go a new career path, and I'll be starting the Victoria Police Academy in a couple of weeks' time.
Wow, that must be exciting. It's a bit of a jump from being a joiner to a copper.
Yeah, it's something I always wanted to do, but thought I'd go get a bit of life experience, a bit of work experience before I apply, so I've had a couple of years out of school and doing this, which has been good.
So as a kid, though, growing up, we'll just go back to your footy. Did you have a footy hero?
Yeah, Gary Ablett. It's probably I'm a Collingwood supporter, but he was always the one player that I always take time off to watch him play.
Well, your age, I'm tipping Gary Ablett Jr. is the one you're talking about.
Yeah, Gary Ablett Jr.
Yeah. So was there anything about, in that early days in your footy life, I suppose, that there was something that you remember that stuck in your head? I'll give you an example. I've got a nephew who played football, and he went on to play pretty high-level football. But when he was about 8 or 9, up to the age of 10, he hated having mud on him. It was the most bizarre thing, and he was a great player and turned out to be a great player, but he just hated having mud on him. Was there anything like that with you?
I really loved playing footy for as long as I remember. The big moment where probably changed from something that I just had fun with to something I was really passionate with was when I went to 2007 prelim and watched Collingwood versus Geelong, and I think there was about 98,000 people there, and then that kind of blows your mind from that perspective, going from Oz kicker under 10s and seeing how big it can be.
So was there ever any thoughts in your mind, or is there still any thoughts in your mind that you'd want to play at that top level?
Yeah, I think every kid playing junior footy wants to get to that top level. Worked pretty hard, but wasn't to be, I guess.
How about in your personal life? Do you remember your first girlfriend's name?
First proper serious girlfriend was my current partner, Stephanie.
Stephanie? Now, how long have you two been together?
Since year 10, I think it's about 5 years.
That's fantastic. Now, what was the first thoughts when you set eyes on her? You remember the day?
Yeah, I've got no chance here. Somehow I fought it off.
Paint the picture for us, Jarrod. Where were you?
I moved schools, and so I started at Rowville Secondary in 2013 or something like that. And she was in my home group, so that's how we met.
When you're out on the field, mate, is there something that a teammate does that makes you feel good?
Yeah, it's pretty good watching Rogan play this year up forward. I think he's just turned 18 and he's taken on all the big boys down there, and he's taken hangers, and he can change the game within a flick of a switch.
Now let's just go quickly back to your girlfriend. This sort of relates a little bit to it. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Hopefully still playing at Emerald, having a couple of flags under the belt, and yeah, just with the people that I like hanging out with. I'm still in the same career that I'm pursuing.
Now, you're still pretty young, but can you see marriage on the horizon?
Yeah, eventually, I guess.
And kids?
Yep, yeah, all that.
Okay, now this is one of the last questions I'll ask you. With that in mind, who's the smartest person that you know?
I'll get in trouble if I don't say Steph, so yeah.
You're going to go a long way, and this is the last question. What's the biggest decision you've made over the past year or in your life that you're proud of?
The biggest decision? It was November last year and I applied for the police force, so probably making that jump as early as I can and being lucky enough now that it's changed my whole career path, and I'll be starting there in a couple of weeks, so yeah.
Good on you, mate. Thanks for your time and thanks for joining us on GameFace. And once again, thanks for being so open and honest with us, Jarrod Marshall from the Emerald Football Netball Club. Thanks, mate.
All right, so.